A warm greetings to everyone. Agriculture Makers in Mission IBPS AFO welcomes you to this video, and I'm happy to see you all again, and I'm very much glad to share you this video. And in this video we are going to see the strategies which will help you to knock out the IBPS AFO exam at the very first attempt. Before getting into the strategy, I just want to share my marks which I have scored by following these strategies which I am going to share with you. This is the mark which I have scored in prelims. Let's have a zoom in. In total, I have secured 52 marks. The cutoff is 40.88 in total. I have got 11 marks nearly higher than the cutoff. Coming to the aptitude, I have got 24.25. The sectional cutoff is only 5.75. For reasoning, the cutoff is 2.5, but I have got 12.75. In English, the cutoff is 2.75, where I have secured 15 marks. In total, I have got 52, which is higher than the cutoff, which is 40.88. You can see here the sectional cutoff are said to be very much less. You can easily clear off the cutoff, but the check there is it is the overall cutoff. It is 40.88, which is very much higher than the sectional cutoff. So you have to concentrate here so that you have to attempt more number of questions compared to the sectional cutoff. And I have followed the minimum 25 strategy which I have posted you in the video previously, and I have got 52 marks, which is higher than the cutoff, and I am very much happy to share you that strategy previously. If someone has not watched the video means I'll provide the link in the description box so that you may go and watch the video later. Now I am going to share the strategy. The main concern in the prelims and mains examinations is the negative marking, because for every single wrong question there will be a deduction of 0.25 mark from the mark which you have secured for the correct answers. So you have to answer each and every question with accuracy. You should not even touch the question which you are inaccurate or inappropriate. Okay? Because it takes off the mark of the questions which you have answered correct. And one thing I want to mention here, don't even waste time in questions which takes a lot of time, because it will prevent you from answering the questions which you are familiar and which are all easy for you. So you should not spend a maximum number of time in a single question, and you should go for the questions which are easy for you to answer. You might have analyzed yourself while solving mocks or while solving problems which are the section you are strong in and which are the section you are weak. So first attempt the questions which are all strong for you, and then go for your weaker sections. Once again I insist, try not to take risk in the exam. Go for your familiar and easy question. Time management is very much important. Even if you allot 1 minute for each question means also you will be able to attend only 40 questions in 40 minutes. So for attending 50 questions you have to spend only 50 to 55 seconds in each question. And I think it's not necessary to answer all the question to clear the exam. You will be having your own mindset for attempting questions. For example, you will be setting your mind as you have to attempt 30 questions in quantitative aptitude, or you have to answer 40 questions in reasoning. That kind of thing you will be setting in your mind before the examination. Based on that, you have to allot the time. Okay? I have mentioned that I have followed the minimum 25 strategy, for which I have fixed that I should not take beyond 1.5 minutes for each question. Which means if I take 1.5 minute for each question means I'll be answering 27 questions in 40 minutes. So it is okay for me. So likewise, you will be having an aim based on that. Fix your own timing to answer the question. And one thing I want to insist, don't spend much more time in a single question. If you find that it is difficult for you to answer means just leave the question and go to the next. The next most important thing is always read the question with patience. If you start reading the question with hurry means it may leads to misunderstanding of the question, so it will take up your time and you will not get your answer. It will take you to a tensed state so that it will prevent you from answering the upcoming questions in a calm mind. This is the thing which most of the students will do in the exam. So avoid those kind of hurry and read the question with patience. During your preparation, allocate a minimum of at least 1 hour daily for reading the squares. It may be up to your choice. You can read up to 50 or 60 or 70 cubes and then important formulas beyond practicing. This will help you in the examination in the way if they are asked a silly questions means you won't go and run and solve for 49 into 49, 23 into 23. So it will help you there to save the time. And this is on par with the 8-month strategical plan which I have provided previously, and I used to follow this 8-month planning and the 1 hour schedule. And if someone has not watched the video means I will provide you the link in the description box. Please go through it. While practicing, write down the important things. It may be formula or any other thing separately and it will help you for easy revision. And final thing, it is practice everything. Don't skim or scan. Practice everything for your prelims examination. Skimming or scanning won't help you anymore. Attend a number of mocks you can. It will help you in time management. You should not postpone the things which I have mentioned here to follow in the exam. You should follow the thing which I have mentioned in each and every practice sessions and each and every mock you are writing. Okay? Coming to the English thing, English is a very easy subject to score if you are well versed in grammar, because you do not need much time to answer the English section as compared to your aptitude and reasoning sections. And read the important rules in English. It will help you to answer a minimum of 8 questions, because only basic grammar helps you to answer this type of error spotting and other questions. And then reading comprehension RC is an easy topic to score. You can easily answer 8 to 9 questions here if you read the comprehension with the maximum care. And first 30 minutes you should cover all the other topics. During the last minute, that is last 10 or 15 minutes, go for reading comprehension. And it is my personal perspective. And we can go to the mains thing, and this is the scorecard of mine. We can zoom in. Yes, out of 60 have got 49 and the cutoff for shortlisting is 41 in case of OBC. Actually, I've got 8 marks higher than the cutoff, and in total I've zoomed in 80.93. That is, I've got 15.5 in interview and got placed in Canara Bank in the unreserved category. And coming to the thing, same as said to the prelims, negative marking is an important concern in both prelims and mains. So you should not touch the question which you are inappropriate or inaccurate, which means you have to touch only the answer if it is 100% known. Okay, and based on your perception, if you are confident about 80 to 90% means try to answer the question by eliminating the options, and don't try it for all the questions. For only if you are accurate about 80 to 90% means you can go for it. And never answer through guessing, which reduces the mark of your correct answers. So the one thing important here is you have to read the question with patience, because there may be any twists in the question. So you have to read the question once or twice or even thrice, and you do not have any time constraints for your mains examination while compared to the prelims. So read the questions with patience and read the questions in between line. Okay, and then one thing I want to mention, never forget to save the answers you have marked, and the questions you have marked for review is also be taken into consideration for your score. So mark the questions with a lot of thinking and mark only if you are 100% accurate, because negative marking is the only thing which plays a major role in your mains examination. Okay, and these are the things I want to share with you. And practice a lot of marks for your mains examination also, so that you will be coming to an idea to answer how much question, or how you can eliminate the answers for answering the questions so you are confident only about 80 to 90%, and this will help you a lot. And with this I'm winding up, and I hope the video will be very much useful to you, and follow the strategies which I have all mentioned here. These are very much important, and I hope the content will be very much useful to you. And thank you for all your support, and do subscribe our channel for the next earliest updates, and see you all again.